Kia ora, my name is Katarina. Let's plantize our world. Look at those beautiful tomatoes. Well, here is another story on how my lifestyle choices impact my well-being. This time it actually will be my friend's well-being. But firstly, I just want to quickly talk to you about these beautiful tomatoes. They're from my garden. It's summer here in New Zealand and I harvested them. Yellow ones seems to be the color of fashion this year. I don't know, all my tomatoes, most of my tomatoes, except for one, are yellow this year. I don't know, I didn't select them like this. But anyway, tomatoes are a beautiful vegetable. Can you call it a vegetable? A fruit, which is full of phytonutrients, antioxidants, vitamins, minerals. And one of them that stands out a lot is called lycopene. And most of the lycopene is actually contained in the skin of the tomato. And the secret to absorb most of it is to break down the skin, either juice it or put it in a smoothie or in a soup where you cook and then the cells of the skin break down, or making tomato sauce. Cooking it will break down the cell walls. So let me see, the lycopenes, what are they good for? It's a powerful antioxidant, I already said that, and it's linked to heart health and reduced cancer risk. So who doesn't need that? But today I'm going to take you to a very special place on the Banks Peninsula, which is here in New Zealand, in the South Island, where two of my wonderful friends live. They are 90 plus and 80 plus years old, and I'm gonna ask them questions along the line of longevity. What makes their life so healthy and so happy? So enjoy what's coming up. Kia ora koutou, I am on my way to visiting my beautiful friends Anna and Noel. They're living in a sort of Mediterranean climate. You can see here the arm of the ocean coming in far inland like a fjord. It's steep, it's hilly, it's full of wild flowers, as you can see, and I'm going to do an interview with them. So I just thought I'll give you a little bit of a image of where they're living. You can see it's nowhere flat land. Everything is either up or downhill. So enjoy this awesome interview coming up. So these are my lovely friends Anna and Noel. They live in a beautiful place here in New Zealand, and they are 80 plus and 90 plus, so they know a thing or two about longevity.
Yeah.
And so I thought I'll just ask you some questions because it does fascinate me how people can live so healthy like the two of you into such old age. You know, this is not a normal thing. You know, it is sort of like a rare thing these days, isn't it? Because you're not sick, you're doing everything yourself. You cook yourself, you garden, everything you're doing yourself.
Clean everything.
Yeah. So I've written down a couple of questions here.
Okay.
So at 80 and 90 plus, what motivates you to prioritize your health and well-being? What makes you want to be healthy? You can both answer.
Well, we like to eat properly, first of all, and we like to have something to do each day, either in our garden or out in one of our groups, you know.
Yes.
Yeah.
We do like to feel as though I've achieved something in the day. So, you know, if it's wet and I'm stuck inside, I don't like that a bit. I get stir crazy.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
So, first question about nutrition. How has your approach to nutrition changed over the years, if it has at all? And what are some of your go-to meals that you that help you stay healthy?
Well, I try to balance meals with the protein and the plants and a bit of carb, you know.
Yes.
We try to do that. Even if it's a small meal, if we've, you know, done something in the day and we come home and it's it's late and it's a small meal, I do try to include protein and plant. Because I often find that carbs take care of themselves, really,
Yeah.
when you're not even thinking about it.
So when you're saying carbs, what do you consider carbs?
Well,
Like
the buns and bread and anything like that, you know.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I'm not including potatoes in that because we
No.
do love potatoes. So,
Yeah. They're
But
awesome.
I laugh when I think about going on things like the Israeli army diet.
An army diet? You like an army diet? Or-
No.
No,
Yeah, that was
We-
when you
we tried it
you
didn't we,
try
years
something
ago.
Yeah.
and for 24 hours you would eat nothing but say apples.
Yes.
You get sick of apples.
Yes. Oh, that's what's called an army diet.
The Israeli
Oh,
army
yeah.
diet.
That
Yes.
was
got it, got it.
fashionable many years ago.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't know.
I remember
And then
you had to start at midnight with your new diet
Oh my goodness.
and waking up in bed and eating a different.
yeah. Now we're up to chicken. Oh,
Chicken.
good.
Doesn't sound good. So I like what you said, Anna. A variety of foods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Have a bit of
yeah.
everything, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
And balance. It's got
Balance.
to be balanced.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not just like heaps of chicken and
No.
one tiny carrot. Like a bit of a balance.
Yeah.
That's what
It's
you
gotta
mean.
be
balance.
balanced.
Yeah.
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 It's got to be balanced.
Yeah.
Because, as you know, too much protein is toxic.
Yeah.
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 Makes sense. So, physical activity, you guys are so inspirational. What kind of physical activities do you enjoy and how do you stay active?
Well, I make myself go into the garden sometimes, you know, if the weather's not very good. Make myself go into the garden and there's always stuff to do. Either weeding or hoeing or something, picking, trimming. We like it. Yeah.
So, can you tell us your daily exercise, which is not even an exercise, it's because you live on a very steep hill.
yeah. So
And
that's in
the
itself,
house,
yeah.
you have to understand, people, the house has 27 steps to even just get from the driveway up
The
to the
car.
house.
Yeah, from the
From
car
the
to
car.
the house.
Yeah.
That's an exercise in itself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then the steep driveway, if you're not taking the car,
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's very steep.
Well, the mailbox, as you know, is down there.
Yeah, the mailbox. So once a day, would you head once a day?
At
to the-
least once a day. Yeah.
So there you
Yeah.
go. There's your exercise, isn't it?
Well, it
Yeah.
is, but
Yeah.
after breakfast, we always do balance exercise because balance at our age is very critically important. Balance.
I
So many of my friends, they fall.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
you heard David the other day. Yeah.
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 So we do that, don't we?
We do.
Stress management. I don't know if you ever stress. You look so peaceful and happy.
You know,
but anyway,
we
you know,
don't-
have you developed stress management
We don't
through
have
your
it.
life? Or?
We don't. Well, we don't have it now. But you know, when we had the farm
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
growing boysenberries, and well, most of it wasn't stressful. I managed the girls and tying up and that. But during harvest time, when the berries were ripening, it was very stressful. Hoping it didn't rain,
Yeah.
because then you have botrytis, and that was stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weather dependent, very weather dependent.
Did you do anything for relaxation? Did you find things that would bring you joy and relaxation to lower your stress in those days, or what would have been?
We didn't even think it was stress.
Oh,
No.
yeah, you just
We
hear it.
just well, I'd
And I
get
worked
dinner
in
and he'd
Wellington.
go, he'd come home and then we'd just sit and maybe watch a bit of television and go to bed. But we didn't realise it was stress, really.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
looking back, it must have been, because I've
Yeah.
heard other people too.
I flew to work
Yeah.
every day.
Every day. Wow, every day in the
But
airplane.
that wasn't stressful, was it, dear?
No. Well, I was in the office at
Unless
quarter
you
to
were
8 in the
flying
morning.
at yourself.
in the morning.
Yeah. Just discipline, very disciplined, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. You can't miss
You
the
know,
plane.
that does come into life, discipline,
Yeah.
It
really.
does. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you've got to make yourself do something, and don't you?
Yep. No, this is a good question for you. Sleep. What habits help you to get a good night's sleep? What do you do?
What do I do?
Do you have anything you do, like
No.
drink a cup of tea?
No.
No?
No.
Do you sleep well?
Well, yes.
Yes.
Yep.
What do you think would someone help, like if they would have, you know, stress, for example, in their life, to wind down? Is there anything you could recommend to anyone, you know, what to do possibly to help them sleep better?
I just think to work so that you get tired.
Yeah, so
And
you
then
feel
you sleep.
physically tired. Yeah.
If you go to bed too early, well,
And you
That-
haven't done anything in the day.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I've got to tell you that Noel sleeps the second his head touches the pillow.
Yeah.
Now, I might take a bit longer, but he doesn't.
But you've got to have good books to read. And that's another thing.
We always
Okay.
read in
Yeah.
bed.
Well, there you go.
That's the
Yeah.
only time
Yeah.
we've got to read. So
Yeah.
we do read in bed.
Yeah.
Just a little bit before you go to sleep.
Sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I can
Always.
feel my eyes getting heavy, so
Every-
then I put the book down and go to sleep.
Yeah. But every night we read.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Just to calm down a bit, and
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
nice. Nice. Oh, now I know that you're really good at that. Social connections.
Yes.
How do you stay socially connected and engage with others?
Oh, well,
What do you do?
years ago we joined the garden club, we joined the camera club, and we volunteer, as you know,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
the friendship club, which is marvellous.
Yes. Yeah.
Absolutely marvellous.
So you say joining clubs would help someone.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
And
Like, for example-
volunteering and having to do work
Yeah.
as such
Yes.
with a computer and do
And physical with
Physical.
Autumn Bradley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Because Noel and Anna, they're working at a New Zealand research institute where I work, and as volunteers every fortnight, and they're working very complicated photographic imagery systems, and which I wouldn't even know how to do myself, but they're doing it, so it just shows you. It would be an exercise.
Oh, we
Great
enjoyed
for
that,
social connections because you talk to all the staff.
I know.
Yeah.
It's
Great for the brain, probably, to
Yeah.
It is.
learn new things.
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Absolutely.
And
Yes.
yes, and meeting people again.
Meeting
This is
people.
always
It's
Yeah.
on many levels. It's good, isn't it, to
Oh, I tell
volunteer?
you.
On every level, I think it's necessary.
yeah.
Yeah,
Very.
yeah. Now, the sixth pillar of lifestyle medicine is substance use, so which is alcohol, smoking, drug use. What advice would you give about avoiding harmful habits like smoking or excessive alcohol use?
Well, we don't do it.
You don't do it. That's a good answer.
Well, I did smoke a pipe.
He did, yeah.
Yeah.
And he got flu one year, this is about 20, 30 years ago. He got flu and he said, hide my pipe. So, because he was a pipe smoker. So I hid the pipe and we never found it again. I hid it so well. We found it when we moved out.
In those days, everybody smoked pipes.
True.
Today, you don't see anybody smoking a pipe.
Or anything else.
No.
Hardly.
Hardly, yeah. In
Yeah.
New Zealand, especially,
Yeah.
I find, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That is
That's good.
that is a great trick. Hide your pipe and don't find it anymore.
Yeah.
Honestly, I could not find it. Could we?
No, when we
Wonderful story.
And as for alcohol, sometimes we like wine at night,
Yes.
but we know how to stop
Yeah.
after
yeah.
one.
Exactly. You
Yeah.
don't drink a bottle every night.
No,
No.
I don't know how people do, to be honest. I couldn't do it.
But we always have a beer too. Yeah.
When we've worked hard in the garden at
Yeah.
midday, we might, if we've got a beer, might like a beer.
Yeah.
That
That's-
sounds great.
That's our whole abuse.
That's your yes. Abuse. Use. Closing question.
Right.
What's the one piece of lifestyle advice you'd give to younger generations for a long and healthy life? Anna, what would you give
Keep
them?
your
One.
head down, grow your own food, and mind your own business.
Thank you. What would you give as a one piece of lifestyle advice for a happy long life?
Have to
Young
think carefully
person.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do things. Have something to do each day. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Just don't do nothing.
And try to use your brain.
Right. Yes.
Keep involved in life, eh?
Yeah.
Yes, involved in life.
Yeah.
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 And
Thank
use
you
common
so
sense.
much, both of you. That's going to be
Welcome.
such a fun, and I'm sure the audience is going to be really inspired by both of your advice and what made it work for you for almost how much 80, 90, 170 years together.
That's right.
Well, thank you very much, Anna. and Nigel.